Energy efficiency grants.
Cindy and Tom Duncan and I went to a meeting in Breda and met with, the committees from Glidden and Breda. And it was like our kickoff meeting for this whole town audit procedure grant. Basically what it comes down to is we will, and I'm working on a whole bunch of numbers as far as Auburn's biggest users of both electric and water and things like that, and about got that ready to send down. We'll review city facilities as far as usage goes. Our one issue is that there's no electric meter or water meter on City Hall, so we won't know a lot about that. But then this information is sent to IAMU, to their committee, who will do a lot of the analysis for us. Then they will come out and do a walkthrough and an analysis. One of the things I have to do is measure all of our buildings and number of windows and doors and square footage, and yeah, I have a little work to do yet this week on that. But basically then IMU will do the audits, and we'll be paying them to do that part of the grant work. I mean, I'm supplying some basic information for them to, you know, they're all engineers and stuff, to put this all together. The one thing that Auburn will need to do is a community energy efficiency event. And this event, some towns are going to just have some kind of a, like Breda may, and this is purely an example, but they may hand out a coupon to get a free CFL light bulb at their 4th of July celebration. Or Glidden may hand out a coupon to get a free CFL. That's one of the things you can do. It's very, very easy to do. We don't have an event where we can really do that. We'd have to create something.
Unless we did Oktoberfest.
This has to be done before the 1st of October.
Oh.
So we can't, yeah, we thought of that too, yeah. We thought of that too, so that kind of an event, but what we have to have as part of this thing is an event with a photo op. So we, between Cindy and Tom and I, have discussed one option, instead of a CFL, hand them all out, whether they get installed or not, who knows, you know, kind of thing, to where maybe we would do an examination of our homeowners, and then not maybe look so much towards our necessarily really low income people, but maybe those people who fall in that category of maybe not low income, but just elderly enough that they're going in their head, I'm not gonna live in this house that much longer, I don't need to worry about my insulation, and target some home audits towards a more specific group. And if we were to do that, then there are kits available, and we can choose. They were supposed to get me prices for these, and they haven't done that yet, but these kits that would be available, we would take, you know, our committee or the council or somebody and do these where we can get a photo op. But these kits then would have like maybe a couple of CFL light bulbs that we could install while we're there, maybe a low flow energy efficient shower head, something to help them reduce shower or water consumption. There are like ones that'll come with the rope insulating trim for doors and windows. There's some that'll come with the little insulating inserts that you put in all your plug-ins and your light switches that are on outside walls. We can do something like that, and I don't have any details for you to approve yet. I just wanted to make sure that you were up to date on where we were headed. It was a little surprising when I looked at who our heaviest users are, and I think we also want to target some of our energy efficiency measures towards some of our commercial people. But it was eye-opening to see who our highest users were, and you weren't on the list, in the top 10. You thought you were going to be, but you're not. But we have one single lady who lives in a little old house, and she's way high on the list. She's in the top 5. One lady lives by herself. Yeah, she's got electric heat in her house, and it's an old house. Yeah, yeah. So I think we need to, one, I think target people who maybe won't take measures on their own towards energy efficiency, and two, target, if they fit into the same criteria, those that are in that top 15 users in town. So that's kind of where I'm headed. What I need from you besides to update on that is this letter of engagement that I think I gave you a copy of with the IAMU, because most of the work on the grant is occurring at the IAMU level. We have to, you guys have to approve for them to do that work, because at some point, the grant funds are coming through here, but they're gonna get a share of those grant funds. But they're the people doing most of the work.
Is this residential or include businesses?
The,
Like your top 15 or top 10 highest users? Does it matter who we address?
actually, I have 6 businesses on the list, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15 of the top residents on my list that I'm gonna send all this IMU, and then I think through their analysis, we'll be able to know where we can gain the most energy efficiency and who we can, and then we have to get the homeowners' agreement to do this, but, you know, I think, you know, if we were to, you know, ask the Thrivent group, they may help us with a couple of homes to go, you know, get their photo op and their hours for their volunteer hours.
Yeah.
Our CIED committee, I'm sure, will be, you know, pretty committed to that, to do some of that, and council, you know, it's not gonna be a huge thing, very, real time consuming, but, you know, at some point, we're gonna have to target some people and make some personal phone calls and see where we can go with it. Do you have anything you wanna add, Cindy?
No, you did well. I was gonna bring my minutes from that meeting, but I forgot, but you had everything.
So with the engagement of the IMU, does that, they're just basically heading this up, or it's gonna,
They're really
take
doing
some
all
the
of it.
grant money?
They're gonna take the lion's share of that grant money on this particular one. This is the one where we have to match our part of it. We would receive $2,900 on this one. The whole grant is like 42 or something. And because they're doing all that analysis and all that work, yeah, they're gonna get the lion's share of this grant process.
There's several stages, right? Is that the way?
Well,
I
see, we've got
understand?
2.
Yeah.
2 grants that are kind of running side by side. This is the whole town audit grant with the state. This one has to be concluded by the 1st of October. Then we will run into and move into the Energy Efficiency Community Development Block Grant. That's a federal grant. And that grant will be 3 years ongoing. And you're gonna get another letter of engagement with that. That one, IMU will not do the lion's share of the work on that one. But that's the one where, this one is basically going to identify where we can gain an energy efficiency within the community. The next one then will be able to use those funds to make those gains happen.
Okay.
That's kind of the direction that we're going with this. And the reason for the second one, we'll have 3 years to do this. The other thing that'll happen is if we decide that one of the things can save us a whole lot of money is maybe we put all brand new lighting in this building, it'll open the doors for applying for additional grants to do those things.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the letter of engagement with IMU on the energy efficiency grant.
I'll second it. Go with Justin.
Aye.
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 Aye.